Unscripted, unshackled, uncouth.
What you're about to hear is for more mature audiences only.
It's Miguel and Holly, Uncensored.
Hello and welcome to Miguel and Holly Uncensored. This is our off-air podcast that we do 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can also catch our Sunday sessions as well, dropping at noon, where we each do a little mini podcast. Make sure also, if you're on the iHeartRadio app, or even if you listen to us on a different platform, make sure to download the iHeartRadio app and slide Hits 96.1 into your presets.
If you don't want to slide it, by the way, you don't have to. You can just click it. Click it right into your preset. Maybe sliding it is weird. Just boop. Do it.
Boop, click, slide, whatever you want to do.
Make us a preset, please.
Get us in there.
Save.
They'll be like, wow, Miguel and Holly and Kelvin's and Hits 96.1's numbers are really, what are they? What's their strategy? What are they doing? Please,
God. We know.
for the love of God, put us in your presets.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll deploy that strategy across the company. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
All right. Before we get into a stupid conspiracy theory that I'm totally enthralled with right now.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to post something on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Instagram, but I wanted to discuss it on the podcast first.
So you were not supposed to look at it first?
Oh.
No. We're gonna discuss it on the podcast first, and then decide which one we like, and then that'll be the one we post, or maybe we'll post two. And what it is I asked ChatGPT. I uploaded our show picture and said, can you put us in a high fashion event? Because the Met Gala was Monday. Can you put us in a high fashion event on a red carpet with the uptown Charlotte skyline in the background?
Oh, okay.
And then I uploaded our show picture.
No, not good.
Holly, you look great.
Oh,
That's good.
Kelvin and I,
Oh.
it don't look like us.
Oh.
It don't look like us. So obviously, if you are listening to this, you'll have to go to the Miguel and Holly Facebook page or the YouTube to see this. Here's the first one.
Okay. What? What the hell is that?
Holly, would you like to describe?
What?
I don't even like my outfit.
Well,
And it doesn't even look like you.
I'm sorry. This doesn't look
There's
like
an
any
error.
of us. This looks like another universe's. That's like in the Avenger or whatever Marvel movie where they went to like the other planet, or maybe it was
Yes.
Loki, and it was like other Captain America and like other guy. This is that. Okay, so
Mhm.
I don't even know what to say. So it's the three of us, and I have on like a dress that looks like it belongs with Ballroom Barbie. It's
It's an error of us.
it's something. And then Miguel looks like
Not the sock.
you look like you are like unfortunately, like I hate to say this, but you sort of look like you're like the black sidekick of a white person movie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's true.
Dresses like really snazzy and has like one really good catchphrase, and you're gonna come say the catchphrase a lot, and everyone's gonna think it's hilarious.
And it's always like, gotcha, ha ha.
Yeah,
And everyone's like,
it's like,
"Ah!"
it's like, I know that's right, and everyone's like, yeah, like that's
Actually,
what it's giving to me.
Jesus.
Quick side tangent before you get to Kelvin. There is a really great 2-part documentary on Apple TV Plus called Number One on the Call Sheet, where they have a male version and a female version where they're talking to top Black actors and actresses about what it means to be number one on the call sheet, where you're basically the star of the production. And they have like Gabrielle Union and like all these Black female actresses that we knew from like the 90s and the early 2000s, and how like in that time of like 10 Things I Hate About You and all that stuff.
Any movie
Literally
in the 90s.
She was like, literally, they would say, we're looking for a Black female that's not too pretty because they don't want to outshine the white lead, but who can be sassy. And then they like cut all of their acting roles where they were like, that's right, mama, you better get it.
Yes.
And she was like, but that's how we had to get paid.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
super fascinating. Number one on the call sheet on Apple TV Plus.
Yes. And anyways, but I do like your outfit. It's some kind of like, feathered something or fur or something. And then Kelvin, like you look like a game show host.
From the Hunger Games.
Rick
Yes. Yes. And I don't even, I'm not sure what
shoulder pads.
nationality. Yes. I actually saw a girl wearing something very similar on the red carpet from the Met Gala. So she was a really little girl. I don't even know which celebrity it was because, sometimes who knows, but it was a really tiny girl and she had like this suit on, but like the shoulders, like the neck, it looked like she was being swallowed by it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, it's got this giant neck. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
But you're very avant-garde with whoever has dressed you for this event.
He's Hispanic though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some brand of Rickon.
Rickon.
Rick.
All right. So there's the first option.
We got multiple options.
Oh, we got multiple. This one's being weird with the file, sharing the file. So we'll see if you can see on here. Oh, that's way too small.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so now we're at night at this high fashion Met Gala in Charlotte.
We look so not us.
That was the color of my prom.
Oh,
Like
was
that greenish color?
Ooh. I'm trying to. It's very dark. I can't. Are you? Is it sequins? It looks sequins.
It's like sequins with a little ruffled.
A ruffle.
A ruffled
Yeah,
neck.
it's like it's giving like mermaid tail a little bit at the bottom.
Yeah.
I would actually want to see you in that outfit, Kelvin.
Thank you. Oh, I would like to see myself in that too.
Yeah. This looks more, at least a little more like Kelvin, I feel like, than the other one.
No
Miguel,
beard.
this
Yeah, it's
not
fine.
you. It's not me either.
No.
That looks like Meredith from Wild 94. But anyway, these outfits are really pretty though. I mean, like that's cool. The outfits are very cool.
I like how they have Charlotte in the background, uptown.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that one, and then
So
here,
they were like trying to be realistic AI people of us, not like
and then
Muppets.
It's crazy what AI can come up with fashion wise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think this is my least favorite.
Holly looks more like Holly the
Oh,
most
yes.
here.
Holly, you
Yeah.
look, yeah.
Yeah, that looks kind of like me.
What does it
Yeah,
mean
for
with
sure.
the neck thing? Miguel, you look the worst.
Why do you look so tired?
You look
Girl, that's me after Love and Life. Like,
But I actually think it kind of does look like you a little bit.
I don't think it does. Oh, that's the worst one.
girl, do I look tired all the time? Fuck.
Yeah, you're tired as fuck. You so tired. Oh. It looks like your fucking wedding suit. Are you kidding? Minus the black coat or whatever. But it's got that really ornate pattern like your wedding suit did.
I can see that.
It's like a different version of you. It's like they can't get you. You have this innocence about you and this like joie de vivre that they are not capturing in your face. Like,
what's that?
you're such a delight. You're so pleasurable to be around. And this guy looks like he might pull the chair out from under you. I don't know. I can't figure out what that means. And I don't know who this man is for Kelvin. This is not Kelvin. But the
Not
hair,
me at all.
they're really nailing the hair a little bit though.
Yeah.
Fresh
I do-
fade.
And I do love this
Mhm.
outfit because it looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but on my end, it looks like the top underneath your coat is like mesh
No, I can't see.
or like some sort of like see-through. I think Benson
Oh,
Boone
yeah,
wore
yeah.
an outfit like that at an awards.
I have a
Yeah.
shirt like that, but it's a button up.
It's looking good. I again
Sheer.
look like peaches and cream Barbie. I'm not mad about it. I like that. I would wear it probably if it
I would
was-
take the ruffle off your shoulder.
Yes, I don't know what that's doing there. But,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Work.
All right.
Alright.
So should I post 1, 2, 3 on Instagram later today? Which one?
I think
I don't know.
neither.
Ah,
For the sake of content, this is my favorite one.
this one.
I like this one.
Okay.
Even though I think Kelvin was better in the second one.
Yeah.
I think this one.
Okay. Well, you'll be able to go to the Miguel and Holly Instagram to see. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny though.
I just love playing with there's a stupid group I'm in on Facebook where people will just upload stuff and they'll be like, hey, it's a picture of me and my boyfriend on the beach, but can you take these girls out who were walking by?
I've seen a
Photoshop
lot
them
of those.
Girl, the comments, sometimes it's funny, and then sometimes people are so mean. And I'm like, why would you do this?
Is this AI or you're talking about they're asking for Photoshop help?
They're asking, well, people end up going to just AI to do it now.
Yeah.
But people are so like they will just take, if it's any sort of woman, what they all do, because there's this like stupid joke on Twitter where there was some sort of porn scene years ago where it was like one white woman and then she's sitting on the couch and then there was like 5 or 6 big black men behind her. And they will put the white woman who posts the photo of this Facebook group and they'll put her on the couch. And I'm always like,
that woman didn't sign up to be in porn.
I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, why is the internet like this? Why?
You can find some wild stuff on the internet. If you leave the internet, if you leave being constantly online for just even a couple of weeks, you're out of touch.
Right.
Totally.
And that's why I wish I would have never gotten into the TikTok trap because now I'm in it.
Yeah, you are. It's hard to get out. I'm out right now. I had tapped out. I feel like I don't know what's going on. And I love it in real life. But like for my job here, I hate it because I'm like, it's like double dutch. I don't know how to get back in. I don't know how to.
As a viewer, as a content creator, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
I've been getting a little like itch to start creating content again, like funny lip syncing stuff. I can't make skits.
But I don't think funny lip syncing stuff is the thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, there are different silos of it, like because I've been playing around with it on TikTok and trying to figure out like what's the sweet spot for me. Because like everyone's like, well, you should do food because you love food. But then that requires me to like go out and eat a lot. And I don't want to do that. Because there's
right.
I cook, but it's like
it's easier with a second person too to do food.
Right. And then too, like when I cook, like you have basically people that cook for or TikTok or Instagram, they basically cook the meal just for content. They don't actually, and I am not about to like go shopping for just a fucking
all those
TikTok.
ingredients.
Yeah,
No.
And so then when I do cook, I've had my edible and I don't have the patience to sit there with my phone and be like,
set up.
Yeah, let me not. So then I've been trying like these cutesy, like I find a trend and then I sort of like morph it into something that's in my wheelhouse. Like I did one yesterday about like my Oprah shrine. And so it's like kind of very mid-tier stuff. Like it's nothing over the top. Like only one of my things has gone viral. But then I'm just kind of like, you know what? It's fine. I'm just doing something as exercising. There's content there that I can then use on my Instagram. So
yeah,
the worst is that it does nothing. The best is it goes viral. So it's like
right.
Yeah.
And
if you have the time and you want to commit and you're feeling creative, obviously do it,
Right. And then all the like social media people are like, don't spend time on it. Like, don't try to do these slick videos. Just like do it once or twice, upload it. So that's sort of been what I've been doing. But with this TikTok hole I have been in, I found myself on the Zendaya hat conspiracy. Now, let me explain this because I know when I play this, I can already see Holly's face. Holly's going to go, what? The conspiracy is a joke. And one of the things that I'm finding out with Gen Z is they like to present things as if it's real. And then when you go down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out what it is, you realize it's a joke. Like the whole thing is a joke.
The whole thing. And honestly, I think they like playing the older generations who think it's real. And then it becomes even funnier. And then they double down and they're like, obviously, no, this is for real, for real.
Right.
And adults don't get it. Like grown ass adults are like, and then they're arguing. And then it's even funnier because they're doubling down. Yeah.
So that was me with this hat theory. Because I saw
you thought it was real though, didn't you?
Well, because I only had because this is the thing about
How
TikTok.
many edibles?
No, well, so this was none. This was in the afternoon.
Oh.
Well, but this is the maddening thing about TikTok sometimes is like you'll see one person do like a very vague like, have you seen the Zendaya hat theory? It's so crazy. But then they never explain it.
They never explain it.
And so then you go to the comments, you're like, okay, so what the fuck is the Zendaya hat theory? So then you find these videos of people doing the very vague, because they just want people in the comments going, what's a Zendaya hat theory?
Yeah.
And so then it helps boost their video. So then you go searching for it, and then it takes you forever to find what it is. And then by the time you finally get to it, you're like, I just spent 20 minutes looking for this dumb joke.
Yeah, and you've wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
I want to tack something on to end of this.
Mhm.
I'm just going to write it down for later.
All right, so here is the video. Sort of, this is how they're presenting the Zendaya hat theory.
Okay.
Let me. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry,
It's okay.
I thought I had myself set up here. Excuse me, while we're having technical difficulties.
Oh.
The dandies in our
Did you guys see Zendaya at the Met Gala? She is teasing us with this hat theory stuff. If you don't know about the Zendaya hat theory, let me fill you in because she knows what she's doing here and it's very evil. So basically, Zendaya hasn't been acting the same ever since she wore this hat. And we know that Tom Holland is actually hiding inside the hat because Tiny Man Tom is tiny and the hat is Tiny Man Tom sized. The hat is Tiny Man Tom sized. She is very evil for doing this too because we know that Zendaya spelled backwards is hat. So basically this hat, ever since she's been wearing it, has been controlling Zendaya, and she hasn't been the same Zendaya since she wore this hat. And she's wearing it now at the Met Gala. It's just in a different color. Everyone who knows me knows that I would do anything to save Tom Holland too. So we really need to be careful and keep a really close eye on this at the Met Gala.
Oh my God.
Miguel, I watched that yesterday on your story.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It
That
like
is so
really, they didn't piss me off, but I was like, I wasted a minute and a half of my life that I will never get back. And I know for sure I am getting older and becoming more agitated because I just, the fact that somebody made a video doing that.
Yeah. And it went like viral.
And it went viral. And that's crazy to me.
I know. Well, and this
and
is
Miguel thinks this type of shit is so funny.
He does. I don't.
Look at how funny you
get
think it is. And I'm like, obviously that's not true.
like,
but that's like what's
what?
funny about it, I guess.
I know. Well, that's what's
Right.
because it's
Tiny
clearly
Tom Holland is under the hat. And
Right.
everyone's like, obviously that's not true.
well,
they're
and
like,
that's the
"But it
joke
is."
because he has to like cut himself off because he can't get through without laughing when he's like Zendaya backwards and spell hat. Like when I got like
stupid.
when I finally got to that video, I was like, oh, so I've just been played. Okay.
You got played by the Gen Z interneters.
And then when I got to the Zendaya spelled hat backwards, and then I was like, okay, you know what? You got me. You got me. You got
Can't even be
me.
mad.
You got
Can't even
me.
be mad.
You gave him a quarter-hour share.
Yes.
That's radio.
That's radio talk right there.
Radio talk right there, guys.
TSL,
Sorry.
except TSW. Time
Yeah.
spent watching.
Time spent watching, yes.
Yeah.
I actually, funny you say that, Kelvin, because I've woke up to several people in my DMs being like, why did you post this? I just spent 49 seconds watching this bullshit.
It's
You should know though,
stupid.
Miguel, because you don't like when people send you videos because then you have to watch it.
But that's why I put it on my story. I did not send this to one person. That's why I put it on my story.
Bitch always has a loophole.
I have a theory. Can I like here's wait, I want to be Debbie Downer for a second. I have a theory.
Yes, please, please.
I don't think maybe it's not Debbie Downer, but it's a conspiracy itself, maybe. I have a theory because after I just watched that video and we just talked about how absolutely bullshit it is, I think this is this is Donald Trump's fault.
That's the truth.
I think it is. I think it's Donald Trump's fault. We think about it. Just hold on.
Okay, let's
This
go down the
just
hole.
came to me, okay? Literally,
Okay.
I haven't fleshed it out. I'm doing it as I speak.
Okay.
So Gen Z has grown up with Donald Trump as president. We had a brief respite, for like 4 years in the Biden era, but we never stopped hearing about Donald Trump, right? Like
Mhm.
always, flags, boat parades, whatever. This man has unfortunately been in the zeitgeist for like over a decade now, or around a decade. So as long as he's been around, right, you've gotten misinformation. That's where we got the term
Fake news.
Fake news, which we all say fake news now because it's funny, but it's actually a Donald Trumpism. So fake news came from this and like all this stuff. And I think what we're seeing as a weird, like secondhand consequence of the way that Donald Trump does his politics is that it's okay to just blatantly lie to people. Who's going to call you on it? The accountability out the window. And it's funny. And now it's like being used in like
Content.
Zendaya spelled backwards is hat. Like that's giving Donald Trump. Like it is super Trumpy, not in like a bad way, weirdly. It's just we can just say whatever the fuck we want to now. I could be like, well, I'm actually African. And you'd be like, but you're not. I'd be like, I am. But like it doesn't matter because who's gonna call you on your lies?
Art imitates life in this case.
In this case. And so I think Gen Z has been silently influenced by the liar that we know is Donald Trump.
No, I agree with you.
Not too far.
Yeah,
Not really a big reach.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I mean, think about it. Even before Donald Trump got into politics officially, his first sort of foray into it was the birther thing. Yep. And he was like, Obama is not American. He's from Africa. The president of the United States, based off of a celebrity reality TV show host, had to present his birth certificate and be like, can we stop so I can get to real business?
Like actual business.
And
but
even after that, they were like, but that's a fake birth certificate.
Yes. And it's all because, racism. And Trump knew this. And he was like, I can play to this crowd. And so, I mean, not to take down the racism thing, but it's true. But yes, it started with that. Like you could just say anything. And the noise gets so loud that it doesn't really matter. And man, I have seen some of that in like over the past several years. I've had to have an attorney for this. I've had to go to different companies for this. Like it's pretty blatant. Like people can either just not do something and then come up with some excuse as to why they didn't. And like, no one's getting called on anything. And I'm like, it's getting harder and harder for me, somebody like me, who is a truth seeker and someone who has a deep sense of like moral veracity, where like, if I am certain about the truth of something, like objective truth of something, I will plant myself and like, fight on it, but it doesn't really mean anything anymore. And so people are like, that's great for you, but like, this is more entertaining. So I'm going to go with this one.
Right.
And it's a little wild. And so, but it's interesting that they're finding that Gen Z can use that for content.
I mean, even when you think about the one I talked about on the radio, the I'm so hungry, I could eat Garrett Lavender.
I'd be like, why did you just say that name?
Right. Like if I had never explained that trend, and that's a perfect trend to encapsulate what you're talking about. And if you haven't heard about it, it's a trend that they're doing on TikTok to where you go through someone's Facebook page and you find someone from their past that they haven't talked to in years. And then you're just casually sitting around the house. And Garrett Lavender is someone that Holly went to high school with.
Middle school
with. And if I were like doing the show and we were off the air and I was like, man, I'm so hungry. I could eat Garrett Lavender.
I would be like working and then I'd be like, what?
What are you talking about?
But where did that come from? And also, why would you want to eat him?
And then in the videos, kids to their parents are like, well, it's just a thing that everyone's saying is they're so hungry they could eat Garrett Lavender. And then the parents are just left like, what?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That's what I feel right now with the Zendaya hat thing. I'm like,
yes.
What?
You're like, no,
why are we doing this?
Content? You're like, things are happening in the world. Yeah.
But I will say that like I am, because I've been wanting to do the I'm so hungry I could eat fill in the blank with Abe. But now, because he was gone when this was happening and I want to do it. But now because whenever any of these trends start, someone fucks up and then it goes down a wrong path. And so now people have been like just combing through people's Facebook pages, but not doing true homework. and they're saying people's names that have passed on.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I'm so hungry, I could eat what? And then the parent will be like, that was my second cousin that died when they drowned when we were a teenager. And then the person's like,
joke's on
That's
you,
what you
bitch.
get.
And I'm like,
That's what you get. That's what you get.
That is what you get. You fuck around and find out. I do think we're in a bit of an age of fuck around and find out a
Right.
little bit. But man, what life are we? Why are we in this timeline? How did we get to this?
Sorry, girl.
girl, we here. We
Okay.
is here.
We are. Anyway, yes, thank you for. I saw that on your story, and I was gonna watch it later, but now I'm glad I already saw it. I'm good.
I already made you watch it. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, it's fine.
Zendaya.
Anybody have anything else?
I have a thing
Yeah.
that I just wanted to this is kind of in the same vein because I wrote it down. Two things that are in the same vein. First of all, I saw something on TikTok like this yesterday that I was only on because, like I said, I'm kind of out of the TikTok right now situation, but I was posting one of our videos and there was a video of a girl that's like, this is how I caught him cheating. And she like pulls down the mirror in the car, the passenger side mirror, and there's these little suction cups. And it didn't say anything. And I'm like, damn it. How did you catch him cheating? So then I had to look in the comments and it was like an Octa sticky or so. I don't know what it's called. Octa something. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? So then I'm looking up this and I'm like, they're just trying to sell me some shit to my phone case. And I'm like, but where's the cheating? And I never did find out, but I think they're just trying to sell me the Octa sticky. And I'm like, what? And I like Kelvin was like, have I been played?
Yes.
The worst feeling.
I've been played. So that's not real. They're just trying to sell me.
I mean, I think
a product.
Yeah. I mean,
You got poo craved.
yeah.
I did.
God, I hate when that happens.
I did. I was like, the one thing that I get back on TikTok for, and it's fucking with me. Like, are you serious? So anyway, I guess buy an Octa sticky or don't. I don't even know if that's what it's called. I don't even know. Anyway, so that I find to be in the same vein. And then secondarily, so let me come at this from like a parent point of view, who is a current parent now, parenting a Gen Alpha, who is 11. So Maya, how they do research and everything. So yesterday on the way home from school, she was like, can you help me? Are you good at social studies? I don't even remember what social studies is, to be honest. Like, I was like, yes. What is, what are you
like
learning about
history,
in
but they're
social
like-
studies? She's like, ancient Greece. And I'm like, oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, I could try to help. And she's like, well, you're good at reading. So that's really what I need. And I'm like, if you would read more. Okay. Anyway. So she pulls up because she's got an iPad from the school and it's got a little fold out key thing. And she's like, I wish I had my old laptop. They had little laptops, but hers broke. So she got the iPad with the keypad thing. And so she's in her paper, but it's like, and it's asking the questions. It's like an outline. Here's the question. You have to find the answer. You have to click on a link and it brings you up to this website that you then have to read that page of the website. And that should answer the questions for that section. And I'm like, my mind is blown. First of all, I'm like, do you even have textbooks? Probably not. So we're looking and she's like not able to find the information. And I'm literally skimming and I'm like, Maya, this is reading comprehension. This is what we're working on. And she's like, I'm not very good at that. And I'm like, again, you got to read more. And this is where I think that we're going to run into some problems. So we're on this website. It was about like the Peloponnesian War. And so I'm trying to skim. And as an elder millennial and someone who is in this job who knows how to get a story, pull out the most important parts and like search and all this stuff, I'm just I'm like, what are we talking about here? And she's like, oh my God, is that really olive oil? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, right there. I didn't even see it. There was a giant ad on the screen for a video from a man. And he's like, you won't believe these benefits by drinking a shot of olive oil every day. And then he's taking a shot of something that doesn't really look like olive oil, but you're like, what is that? And what are the benefits? She's like, do you use olive oil? And I'm like, Maya, you can't be looking at ads. They're there to distract you.
Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah.
We start going down the other thing and she's like, what is that? And I'm looking and it's some very blatant, stupid ad for like, I don't even know what, a cocktail glass or something. And she's like, have you seen those kind? And I'm like, I don't even know what to do about this right now. You can't even study. Like, you don't even know how to read text to comprehend information, and you're being sucked in by really bad ads on websites. I don't know what to do with this generation, y'all. It's
I
really
think
scary.
It's really all of us. I was just thinking this the other day when I was on one of my walks and I was listening to an audiobook. And this author, I really enjoy their writing style because they write like a movie, but they do give a lot of details. And as they were going through one section of the book, I was like, can you please just move past this part? I just want to get to something like move.
Oh no.
And I'm like, 10 years ago, I would have been like riveted.
Devouring.
Right, by what he was describing.
This.
And then I literally stopped in my tracks and I'm like, oh my God, I have no attention span anymore. The fact that I can't say, even it's an audiobook, and I couldn't even like just enjoy him telling this story and explaining. It's about these girls in the 70s who are at this wayward home because they're all pregnant, and this coven of witches finds them, and they want to get back because it's the 70s, and they want to get back at some people that have put them there. And it's a great premise, and it's a great story, and Grady Hendrix is a great author. But in 2025, where I'm just scrolling on TikTok, and if you don't interest me in 4 seconds, I'm gone.
Yeah.
The audiobook, I was like, girl, get to the point.
Yeah. Get to the point of the book. You don't want a book. You want a pamphlet. Like,
yes.
What?
I want a TikTok video.
Yeah. That's what Maya never did finish reading the Harry Potter books. I could not get her into it because she could not do it. She was not interested.
And
as my grandma said, we living in our last days, honey.
Yes.
The last days.
Read up, pray up,
read while you
stay up.
can before you get inundated by ads on websites.
Man. Kelvin, how can people find your social media and see what favorite ads you enjoy?
At Kelvin Live on TikTok, Twitter, not really that active, but I am on Instagram.
Holly?
You know, Radio Holly on most of the platforms. You already know.
Mine is at Miguel Fuller. We will see you all on Friday. Oh, it's Wednesday. Yay.
Oh, hi, Wednesday.
Bye.
Okay.